Welcome to the Bonus Damage Podcast. I'm Ethan, and with me is Bigfoot extraordinaire, my friend Jerry. What's up, buddy?
What's going on, dude?
Not much.
Glad to be here.
Have you realized I've called you a Bigfoot, like something professional every time we've started a podcast?
I haven't actually. I haven't caught on.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I've been
maybe
doing
I'm
it for
too
a
far
minute
in my
now,
drink.
but then I kind of realized I don't think you're watching the videos either. So it's like a joke that only I get to enjoy, and now I'm the only one laughing. But now I can laugh.
You have to share it. Yeah, now we can laugh together.
Yeah. So now you know.
I'm so glad I can be in on the inside jokes that you had only to yourself.
Yep. You're on the cool crowd now.
Cool Kids Club over here.
Yeah. So yeah, Bigfoot enthusiast
Actually,
Jerry.
they call me Big Dick.
Wait, what?
What?
All right. So, Jerry, today's 9/11.
Never forget.
Oh, did you read that message I sent you earlier?
I perused it. I did.
That was from what song was it? From Trevor Moore.
Oh gosh. I don't know.
I'll send it to you later. But for some reason,
Yeah. It wasn't city history.
yeah, it was not good at this adult shit. But yeah, that was funny. But YouTube recommended that to me today, and I thought that was ironic.
Yeah, that's fitting. That's fitting for this day.
Right?
Hashtag never forget. Let me pour one out for the homies real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jerry, are you aware that over 200 emergency response people on 9/11 have died from sickness or toxins from the disaster?
Over 200,000?
200, not 200,000, just 200.
Oh, I was about to say, that's a big number.
200
That's
is
a
still
lot
a
of
big
people.
number. I mean, 200,000 is a great,
200 is.
huge number.
Yeah. 200, I mean, thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Certainly, it was an awful day for us all. No matter what motives people believe happened behind it, we do have to remember there were actual living people that were greatly affected by that day.
Oh, yeah. And, keep in mind, there's a lot of people that came to the call. Like, a lot of people stepped up and got inside and risked their lives, and some of them have even died years after.
Yeah, it's a lot to think about. You would think the biggest worry would be on that day, where their bravery really, shine through. But it sucks that people would have to succumb to years down the road. Like smoking a cigarette, smoking a pack a day. That shit's probably going to catch up with you eventually, but there's
yeah.
no bravery in that.
Guys, a light cigarette. I am quitting, though. It is on my to-do list. I plan on doing it this week, in fact.
Oh, me too, man.
Are you really?
Maybe.
We can do it together. Cheyenne's gonna try it too. We're all gonna try to quit cigarettes. It's the new thing to do, because they're banning e-cigs, so we're gonna quit cigarettes.
Well, I'm sticking with my vape when all else fails, dude, because I got
Jerry,
that
you know
habit.
people are dying from that, right?
Oh, that's another thing for another day. I don't know. People are dying from cigarettes, and I still smoke them. I don't know. I feel like vaping.
Okay, Jerry. I'm gonna let you in on a big clue. The people that are dying from the e-cigs, I've been told that's because of vitamin E being in it.
Right, it coats their lungs and suffocates them.
Yeah, basically. And the reason vitamin
Yeah,
E's in it is just being the ones with vitamin E are the ones being sold on like the black market. The ones that have like THC in them and stuff like that.
that's what I've been hearing. Yeah, it's because of people with those THC cartridges. Well, and they're big. They're certainly really big right now. A lot of people have them.
Yeah.
I hear about them all the time. They're, just the next big thing. It's the big craze. You gotta have your jewel, and you have to have your little vape, your THC vape pen.
Yep.
And hey, if it works for some people, it works.
Yeah, we gotta see what happens with that, cause that's a real danger. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I think vaping's cool, but it's not cool if it's gonna kill you. I mean, everything is eventually gonna kill you, but it shouldn't kill you this quickly.
Yeah, I'm really curious to know and understand. I haven't looked too far into it, but I would like to know like who is making the stuff. What's their what the distributors, right? They're the ones that fall. Like clearly, this is a new ordeal. This is just coming to light. Certainly, it's not. I've been vaping for years with different vape juices, and I can't say just because nothing happened to me or hundreds of thousands of other people that there isn't something relative going on. I don't know. I'm gonna keep vaping.
I'm gonna keep doing it. We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah,
Maybe
that's all
I
gotta
get
say.
involved in a lawsuit.
I'm giving you rights, Ethan, to sue on grounds that I die.
You heard it right here. I have it in recording. If he dies from vaping, I am suing someone's ass off. You killed my friend!
Use the money for something useful, like nothing that you want. Just donate it to like an adoption home.
Oh man, you're gonna make me fight this bullshit, and I don't get to reap anything. I'm glad you're dead.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, what a fucking buzzkill.
I never liked him.
Yeah, you get excited. You get a letter in the mail like, your friend Jerry succumbed to sickness caused by vaping. We're sorry. Here's our condolences. And you're like, oh man, I'm not even going to his funeral now. Fuck it.
Let me file this in the trash.
Yeah. Oh, but today is, as you said, a pretty big day. 9/11. It's all over Facebook. It's all over social media. And I can't help but think it's certainly a weird day, right? Like, we don't even, maybe it's a thing of the past because of it being a thing of the past, but Pearl Harbor Day isn't even, like, that big of a
You can say that was the first
right?
9/11.
Yeah.
You're right. Huh. You're absolutely right, Jerry. I never thought of that. You're right. When you're right, and you're right.
Well, there's also, since we like to be on the topic of conspiracies, one has to think how an entire Japanese fleet, makes its way pretty much to American U.S. controlled territory, right?
Yeah, I heard there was some talk as to like how could this happen, the theories behind it, and making us get more involved in the war.
Yeah, it's certainly odd how an entire force could just sneak its way across an ocean and bomb us real quick. But hey, that's neither here nor there. We're talking about 2 towers, a building, and the Pentagon, which is almost worse.
Don't forget, there was an additional plane that crashed out in the middle of nowhere because a bunch of brave heroes on that plane brought it down.
Right, right. They weren't gunned down or anything. Yeah, certainly. They jacked that flight back and ended up sacrificing their lives.
That's the
crashing
way to
into
go
the
out,
ground.
by the way. I'm nothing
That's
against
what
the planes
happened.
that did crash, but it's glad to see that once one group of people saw that this was an attack on America, it gave them the power to stand up. That's what I felt like happened with that
Well,
plane. Once they understood this
that
was a real attack on America and not just some stunt.
well, that's one way of looking at it, but a lot of consensus is, dude, that plane got shot down. In my opinion, that plane got shot down. The movie you saw, or the movie about it, I
I
think
actually
that's
never saw the
some.
movie. I never saw the movie.
I,
That was like the theory
I,
I heard when it really happened. Excuse me. But I know what you're talking about. I did hear talk that there were orders to bring the planes down no matter what.
yeah, I think now, clearly, I don't have the evidence in front of me right now, but I think as much as I can believe, a bunch of people in an airplane rising together and rushing some fuckers with box cutters, I think it's also plausible that that thing got tore up by a jet and it crashed into the ground, and people just kind of spun a story of, oh, the American people really fought back in this one.
Yeah, you know what,
Yeah,
Jerry?
the one that didn't do any damage to anything, it hit the ground. It 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 hit Mother Earth.
You just made
But
9/11 more
it,
sad for me.
well, man,
No, I get what you're
9/11's a
saying.
sad
That's
moment.
probably the bitter truth of it all.
I don't know. I don't know the truth. I don't know the truth, but it's certainly a concept to follow and look into, because there is certainly, if you look into everything that supposedly happened around 9/11, you can't help but think everything was a bit twisted that day.
Yeah.
There's a lot surrounding it, my friend.
Like, there are
Certainly.
stories that like the backside of Building 7 was actually on fire and like already destroyed.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
haven't heard that one.
Yep. I heard talk about that. It was a NPR radio.
Okay, fair, fair. I heard, see, being able to confirm these things, it's certainly difficult now.
Oh yeah,
A
definitely.
lot of people have done legwork and shared the information, but the guy who owned it, you can look at it. Larry Silverstein, he put out an insurance policy not even like months prior to 9/11, which, okay, fine, fair. Supposedly, as he's still alive to this day, he went to work every day. Now, how someone would be able to confirm or deny this, that's where it gets a little misty and gray. But he had a lot of family working there too, and somehow or another, they were all late to work that day, right?
Oh wow.
All of his family ended up coming out safe. Also, there is this is the biggest, my keystone to weird shit. You don't have to look at, if anything, if you don't have to look at whether it was a controlled demolition or not, even though that building certainly fucking came down as if it was a controlled demolition. The jet fuel can't melt steel beams. I don't care. I don't care.
It's not that it
The
melted.
thing,
It's so much the idea that they just collapsed and bent under pressure.
right. I get it. Even though supposedly those buildings are actually built to withstand, impacts and such like that. But
Apparently
the big
not.
thing, though, Well, look, listen, real quick. Supposedly, the media narrative is Al Qaeda ran two fucking planes into two separate buildings, right? As far as the Twin Towers are concerned. And they fall because of those planes, right?
Yeah.
That's the narrative.
Yeah.
That's what the media painted. So why is it that you can find a clip of Larry Silverstein talking about 9/11, and they have an audio recording of him with either police or firemen, and he says, "Pull it." Essentially, the police or the authoritative figures are saying, like, "Sir, the building's going beyond repair or beyond saving. Like, what do we do?" And Larry Silverstein is on tape saying, "Pull it. Just pull it down. Pull it." And that's when the building falls.
Huh.
So, you whether people are changing their story and they say, "Oh, it was a controlled demolition because we didn't want the building to fall over and the fire to get out of hand," it doesn't matter, because back then they sold the point. They drove it fucking home. They drove it home that basically those buildings fell because of planes. And then later they might want to release, well, we actually kind of like blew the building down so it wouldn't damage other things. This is, of course, after we've already invaded Afghanistan and Iraq. You know, for
Do you think that's gonna be like
Afghanistan,
released, like one of those released CIA documents that come out like 70 years from now?
who knows, dude? All I'm saying is there's discrepancies in the media narrative. Now, clearly, I guess if people haven't caught on yet, you shouldn't go to the news for your news, I guess, for truth anyways, because it's always going to be slanted in some sort of direction or view to, point you in some sort of direction. And yeah, I can tell you, anything from our past, right? You and I
Yeah.
can say, "Oh man, I totally lied about 5 years ago. I borrowed your car. It wasn't that someone hit it. It was that someone, I wrecked it into a pole." I get that, but at the same time,
You're telling me this now?
yeah, exactly. Like, why didn't they just? Why were they not? Why is there so much covering up? Why is there got to be this, if anything, a manipulation on people's emotions?
Jerry, you wrecked my car?
Yeah, I totally did, dude. You didn't notice?
No, I didn't. It must have been not too bad. Keep on going with your story.
No, that was just an example.
I know. I was fucking around. I know.
Okay. Yeah,
I highly doubted that you did that.
The head shop, the Amigos that I know down in the square do phenomenal work. Phenomenal.
Yeah, they must have. I didn't even notice.
I don't think you even had a car then.
I don't know. I had that green Ford Explorer.
You did. That's right, with the CD player under the seat.
Yep.
I remember.
Man,
Yeah.
I missed that
Yeah,
car.
I bet. What happened? The transmission go out?
Yeah. Sorry, I got the hiccups.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I have a new subscriber.
It's
I know who it is.
I think you would. Anyways, that's just a point that I've kind of juggled and thought about. Like, there's just so many discrepancies. Like, how is it that the people say that there was a lot of money apparently missing, and the Pentagon was going under an audit. And how is it that a in quote plane hits the very wall of the Pentagon? The American, that's our core of power, our militaristic might
That's
How
like
is
the
it that it
mind
gets hit by
hive
a
of
plane?
military strats when America's under attack.
Yeah, and the very wall that got hit was where all the filing was for like their financial shit. So, oh, we can't do an audit now. Sorry, we lost trillions of dollars. We don't know where that went to, and now you don't have any sort of paperwork or evidence to go through. So I guess that money's just gone. You know, we don't know.
Wow.
Sorry.
I didn't even know about that. You know what's
Sorry.
funny?
Yeah, dude.
Cheyenne was talking about the idea that what if it was possible that we influence Al Qaeda to do the attack? You know, and that lines up with exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, dude. You know, it's happened over, I mean, many. It repeats itself over history, dude. Like, during the Gulf War, you know, us Americans, the CIA trained Osama bin Laden.
Yes.
We did. We literally trained him as a freedom fighter. And then suddenly he is the best one to be our public enemy, you know?
Right.
And we could never find him. He could send out, he could answer calls and texts and all this shit, but yet we just couldn't, like Joe Rogan, you know, he's the boogeyman that keeps getting away, you know, the villain, the superhero versus the villain. He just disappears into a cave. I don't know, dude. That whole, we caught Saddam Hussein and we hung him on live national television, but yet we couldn't, when we captured Osama bin Laden and killed him, and we were bringing him back in a boat, someone just happened to have the good fucking idea to say, man, we really need to give him a burial at sea and toss him off this boat. No, we don't need to take any videos. We don't need to take any pictures. He's only been our enemy for 18 years now, or however many it was then, 15, 14. I don't know, dude.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. That's there's a lot of conspiracy theories in it, and I would really hate to think that that all happened just so just to make some money.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because he could be alive. He could just
Think
shaved
so.
his beard and started a hair salon somewhere.
Yeah, another conspiracy, supposedly, the not Saddam, the Osama bin Laden family was actually pretty close to the Bushes. And the day before, or the day of 9/11, some of the Bushes sent the bin Laden family out of America on a private jet or whatever.
No way.
It's supposedly documented. Yes, it is supposedly documented that they literally farewelled them, got them the fuck on out of here. Yeah.
There's so much lining up right now, Jerry. It's hard to believe it wasn't staged.
Dude, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, everything about that day is fishy. You need to watch Vice. That's an excellent movie.
Okay.
Another thing. Hold on. I just have to unload all this shit. I don't know if you knew this or not, but 9/11, even watching it as a 5-year-old unfold before my eyes.
You were 5? I thought we were
probably
10.
Oh, I was in 5th grade, sorry. I was in 5th grade.
Yeah, get it right, Jerry. Don't make me feel old.
You know, it was my first, time witnessing, what I saw to be a fucking conspiracy. Because even as a child, I watched that building fall, and I said, I didn't understand it at the time, but looking back, it was too clean. It fell in on itself. So maybe I just seen, you on the news sometimes they would show like demolitions of casino buildings.
You know,
Right?
you're right. That
And
was actually the first time I've really heard of a conspiracy theory that wasn't like Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was wild, and especially it was so real. It was certainly real. But there was so much surrounding it too. It was just wild, man. But let's see. Bullet points are the Pentagon is supposed to be one of the most defended places on United States soil. Excuse me, but we don't even have a video of the plane wrecking into it, and the ones that we do is such horrible quality that it looks like it was taken with like an old Nokia. It doesn't make any sense. There is no plane wreckage, right? Essentially, it looked like someone put the wrecking ball into the Pentagon wall, and there's no wings.
A popular idea I heard on that one is that was actually a missile and not a plane.
I've heard that, yeah.
And that's why there is no
but I feel like
wreckage of a plane.
I mean, that's fair. I feel like there would be more,
Damage?
it didn't look like an explosion. Yeah, it wasn't an explosion. It was literally a hole in the wall. It was a hole in the wall. Like,
Jerry, you don't think that we
mad
have the technology to make like a controlled attack like that?
Maybe.
You know,
Maybe.
like
In 2004?
maybe.
Or 2001? Sorry.
Yeah, 2004. What timeline are you from?
Yeah, right.
Where's the Jerry I know?
He's dead.
What happened? Oh, well,
He's
I don't
dead
need
for
to
a
ask any more
while.
questions. You told me.
Depression. Terrible.
Right?
He hasn't lived since '04.
I thought we were going to do this for hours. I was ready for interrogation.
No. He's done.
All right, case closed. Next.
Hold on. Yeah, man. 9/11 certainly spurred a lot of, I mean, just looking at it should automatically give you, like, it just looks wrong. The entire thing just looks wrong.
Yeah.
It gets hit by a plane, but and they have theories as to, like, there was a main supporting girder in the middle, and essentially some sort of elevator shaft starts falling, and then with it falling, everything else, like a black hole, kind of collapses in on itself. And that's a lot of work put into 18 years ago.
Yeah.
To prove, like, that a plane that, we can all agree, though, because I just want to address some of the real thinkers out there. And I say thinkers because God, bless their heart. But, there's some people that believe that the airplanes were holograms and that the damage was dealt by, like, a laser beam from space.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Well, yes.
Watch 20 years from now, I'm just going to be completely like 2 feet in my mouth. Like there's a whole space station up there and everything.
If anyone, yeah.
Elon Musk found it.
If anyone listening would be truly interested in laser beams, though, you have to look at the California fires that happened somewhat recently. There's a lot of pictures, Ethan. There's a lot of pictures online of, the wildfires that basically consume everything in their path.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places where it just, like a tornado, it just, like, goes around certain houses and buildings and shit. And,
Real quick, you don't think that could have been a controlled fire at first?
Well, what I was saying was there's pictures of literally, like, what look like laser beams coming from the sky. A lot of people, dude, You can Google it now. Laser beam starts California fire, and it's certainly odd how many photos people have of. I don't know where that came from. Anything can be photoshopped nowadays, but this was like hot off the press as it was happening. Like, what the hell is this? You know, like, what's going on here? Like, yeah,
Okay,
we
Jerry.
got fires, but like,
You make me raise a conspiracy theory because right now the Amazon blah 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 blah, the Amazon rainforest is
Amazonian rainforest.
yeah, it's still on fire. So like, do you think there's gonna be like a conspiracy theory? I'm starting it now, starting it here, that like the government's trying to do their best to get rid of as much green life as there is to cause droughts to raise the price of water?
Huh. I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Me and Shine were watching
Uh,
some dinosaur documentary, and there was a huge fire that caused a bunch of the greenery to burn out, like the rainforest and just normal forests and like that. And the idea was that, like, because they all got wiped out, it caused droughts to happen, and that caused a lot of life just to perish until life could grow again.
huh. That is something to think about, especially if you want to follow. See, that's the whole thing about conspiracies. If you look at them in a certain light, they all fit together in one way or another, right? Like it's a jigsaw puzzle that you get to kind of move the, what would you say, the jigs and the saws around. You know, you get to move some of the pieces, right? That's what conspiracies are. Um, um, some people, okay, getting wild, getting crazy.
I mean, Jerry, like, what are
Going
the
in
odds
with
that there was
the-
a fire in Gatlinburg, Tennessee?
Huh.
This was like years ago, but like it was a big deal, you know? Like what? What?
Well, man, they're just burning all. They're trying to expedite um the atmosphere into conditions that our lizard overlords can live in.
I
And be
knew it.
extra-dimensional beings. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Like, they don't care. They just want to be a part of an enclave where there's no one else but them, and the world is nice and toasty for the Saurian race.
You heard it here. You heard it here first, everybody. The truth.
No, I heard something about the Amazon rainforest that essentially, some like companies went to these tribes, right, and tried to kick them off their land, but the tribes kind of fought back and won in some sort of legal battle to keep their land.
Yes.
And then not
Yes, that's 100% true.
and
I
a couple
actually
weeks
saw
later-
something on that.
Yeah. Not a couple weeks later, it just starts fucking burning down.
Like, what are the odds?
Right. Fucking assholes.
No, seriously, like, we need the rainforest. If you're listening, like, that gives us 20% of the world's oxygen. That's going to cause some damage. That's going to cause more hurricanes. That's going to cause so much more travesties to happen.
Yeah, it's a snowball effect.
It really is. 20% of the world's oxygen. The world's. Everyone's. 20%. It's going to get 20% harder to breathe, everybody. Think about that.
That's why I'm smoking, so I'll already be used to that sort of environment.
My lungs are ready. But for real, that's it's gonna do something. You know, like we already got hurricanes happening now. The Bahamas just got wiped out. Like, shit's bad.
Yeah, I don't understand how anyone can even think that global climate change isn't real. Like, you can look at actual fucking breaking record of, we do this thing called drilling in the goddamn eyes of a polar cat, and through the miracle of science,
Fracking!
well, not fracking. This
Well,
is
hang
more
on,
like,
Jerry. What exactly is fracking? Isn't that drilling for oil?
yeah, that's drilling for oil. This is drilling for science, though.
Oh,
Completely different.
science.
Yeah, science. This is where they take ice out of the polar cat.
Oh,
and it's
okay.
layered
Sorry, I jumped
like
ahead. You
like
got
a
the extremist in me popping out.
You jumped there. Yeah, I feel you. You're ready to defend Mother Earth. That's fair. But, we can read it. We can even say, oh, look at this. The carbon's really low in these years. I wonder why. Oh, it's because Attila the Hun in the 1600s killed a bunch of people. Oh, we can read that. We can see where one individual made that much of a difference that he affected the carbon in the atmosphere. So when that layer of ice froze over that many years ago, we can see it. So therefore, we can, there's been several, extinction events. The North Pole and South Pole haven't always been North Pole and South Pole. They've actually changed. The planet can go through some 2012 looking shit, the movie 2012.
Actually, Jerry, I heard the poles actually already shifted.
Oh, it's already shifted.
Yeah.
Really?
But, it didn't really do anything.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. I can't remember where I heard this from. I do too many recreational activities. I can't talk.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the thing. Apparently they already shifted, and it's a mile. I mean, it didn't do much. Apparently, it's literally a mile away from where it used to be.
That's fair. I've just heard things that it moved crazy amount. Essentially swapping halfway.
Yeah.
Ending up in the middle of the Atlantic or whatever. But yeah, man.
Real quick, some people theorize that 9/11 was the start of catastrophes to come.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've heard something like that, but I watched this video. You know how easy it is to get sunk into some YouTube videos, especially on conspiracies.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, please. Subscribe, and even comment on how crazy we are.
Yeah, I don't care what you say. Just say something. You could talk about your life. I don't care. Just say something.
It's YouTube comments. What else are you...
Give me something to read, for crying out loud. I click on here and don't see much already.
But, man, it's surprising how many references before 2001, 9/11. There are so many references of planes hitting the Twin Towers.
Real quick, Jerry, let me interrupt. As a child...
Ethan, hundreds. But go on.
Okay. As a child, I always thought it was weird, how, whoa, isn't it crazy how 9/11 happened on 9/11?
Yeah.
But, being an adult now, it kind of seems deliberate.
You never know.
I mean, come on, 9/11, 911. Who do you call for emergencies? This is America's biggest emergency.
Yeah, that's true. Huh. Well, maybe the Illuminati had it planned that way with, all their symbolisms and,
that would be weird. It's almost like that's the biggest tattletale of it all, and it's in everyone's face, but they don't see it. Come on, guys, it happened on 9/11.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, though. There's a lot of people think that it's in so much media. It was in so much media beforehand, either because, there's so many different reasons. Some people think that it's this like collective consciousness thing. Like the more you put it out there, the more it helps it happen, and at the same time, it helps those that did it gain more power. Certainly after 9/11, we got hit by a lot of invasive laws as far as like the government was just able to like look in on us a little bit more. There's but literally this video showed like so many like cartoons and comics, and maybe it's just because the Twin Towers was such an iconic thing back then.
Yeah.
But you would think that sort of thing would happen to, like, you could easily say the Statue of Liberty, right? Not the Twin Towers.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, 100%. Like, the Statue of Liberty makes way more sense than the Twin Towers.
Yeah. Other than, the Twin Towers, I guess, actually had a use as far as not being aesthetic, but it held, like, a lot of business and a lot of, like, financial shit to it.
But wasn't Bin Laden's whole thing to, like, send a message to Americans? Wouldn't, like, the Statue of Liberty been, like, the message?
You would think. Unless it was just that kind of two goals. I don't know. It is quite odd. I think, oh gosh, you don't want to put anything into anybody's head nowadays. We're not saying anything about people should be doing this or that, but, being a terrorist activist or trying to, wow some people, you think...
There is absolutely no condoning any terrorist acts or acts of violence on this channel. That's for sure.
Right.
So, like,
Right.
if you do that, that's on your own, and I don't even want you as a fan. That's lay that out now.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta put out that disclaimer real quick. Hey, don't be a fucking dickhead.
Yeah, this is just talk. You take any further than that, and you need to seek help before you pull the trigger.
Yeah, man. Therapy or something.
Man.
But
that's why, like, maybe
yeah,
that's just kind of
I
evidence
think
that maybe it was more orchestrated than we think.
Yeah.
Because,
Totally.
like, if you were going to send a message, you want to send a big one because you're doing something big. Why not take down A Tower and the Statue of Liberty?
Right. Like, there's certainly bigger targets, I think, than just some buildings.
Yeah. Because, like, the idea was a message. But maybe they were also thinking as many infidels as we can.
So, there's plenty of conspiracies as far as, like, whether, and let's face it, Bush's little, his reaction upon hearing about 9/11 is certainly a bit odd.
Hang
let's
on.
not get up and
He
go
was
real
reading
quick.
books to children, and he knew he was on
and
camera. Maybe he didn't want to spark outratic fear throughout America, especially in front of second grade children he was reading books to. Like, I don't know. I feel like Bush was more of a pawn than anything.
Yeah, that's why you need to watch Vice. It's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of people think, okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with Bush. More upon we invade Afghanistan. Reaction is stir the public up. America gets mad. We got to take this out on somebody. We find out that it's a terrorist group in Afghanistan. We go to Afghanistan and we just start fucking shit up. And then we just start building like oil refineries, and that we're getting a lot of contract work over there through a company I can't even think of. Dick Cheney had ties to it. I think it started with an H, but I can't remember what it was called at this moment. It's lost to me. Anyways, certain higher up officials made a lot of money, as they always do. They made a lot of money off of the invasion of Afghanistan. That's fact, 100%. rumored that they have weapons of mass destruction. Like, how the fuck do we know that? And second, so we go, like, we just stomp into that land and we start wrecking shit, tearing everything apart, and then, oh, well, we can't find the weapons, but we're actually kind of mad at this Saddam Hussein character, so we really need to tear him down from his tyranny, right?
Right.
And you gotta, like, really fucking people, you have to look at this thing objectively. If not, like, look at it like a third grader put the lines on the map of, so we went here, and then because of simple reasons, we went there. And, okay, mind you, 10 years later, North Korea is madder than all hell breaks loose. North Korea's been sending nukes at us. They're threatening us, like, literally on the news, like, hey, we are capable of nuclear. We're testing them now. We can't seem to get them far enough to you. We keep shooting them. They're landing by Japan, but I'll be damned if we just can't figure it out. We can't hit America because they just got a raging hard-on for it for whatever reason. Why haven't we bombed them yet? Why haven't we sent boots in? That's the thing. What is the difference between Iraq and North Korea? Oil. I'm sure oil is the answer, people. The fact that there's rumors of weapons of mass destruction, we go and kick Iraq's teeth in, but North Korea's over there yelling at us. They can't get in our face because they're too short. But, they're yelling at us like, fuck you! We gonna send nukes over there, and we just don't do shit.
Jerry, that's the best North Korean accent I've ever heard.
Oh, I wasn't trying to pull on an accent, but...
No,
Man,
it was
just fired me
spot
up,
on.
dude.
I heard it. I thought I was talking to Kim Jong himself.
Yeah, both of them at once. I don't know, man. You have to say there's discrepancies. Like, why did we get so pissy at Iraq? But
Yeah.
yet North Korea is just on blast.
But at the same time, maybe Trump doesn't want to be the president that goes to war.
No, this was happening during Obama days, too. And mind you...
Really?
Mind you,
Maybe I just got my time
Yes,
mixed up.
The news painted it as Obama's too much of a bitch to talk to him, and he's conceding, and he just wants peace. And Trump goes over there, and the news lines are like, Trump handles his ass.
Real quick,
Trump
Jerry,
really
because you
fucking
brought up
plays.
Obama, he talked a lot about immigration policies, and people can't believe it now.
What do you mean?
Like, basically saying the exact same thing Trump's saying. I mean, minus the wall.
Yeah, fair.
And like...
Minus the wall, right.
Yeah. But like, when you bring it to people's attention, they just can't believe that Obama has said stuff like that.
Yeah, our memory, unfortunately, is getting warped. I think,
Maybe there's too much legalization
like-
going on.
No, we can't keep up. There's too much shit going on now. I think we're getting overloaded day by
Yeah.
day.
We're being
really
too
do. I
stimulated
really
with
do.
everything being thrown in our face. All the news. And all the fake news.
All the news.
News. News. Sorry for my mumbling. News. Dead
Man.
air.
No. Sorry, I got distracted a second. But I might have a little some spiritual guidance coming my way here soon.
Oh yeah? Did you read your horoscope,
Yeah.
tarot cards? What's up?
No, No, it usually comes on a blotter.
A what?
A blotter?
A blotter?
Ethan, you know that thing where you once said, how did you put it? What came first, the music or the...
Say no more. Say, I
might have a
got
little
you.
something coming my way. Yeah. I'm excited. I'm
Okay.
excited. Especially, you know, I don't know if you knew this Friday, of course, I'm hanging out with the lady friend again, and we're going camping down by a lake, and, dude, that'd be perfect for it.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Bit of shallow
You know,
water.
real
Yeah,
quick,
man.
this past weekend, me and Cheyenne looked at tents for all of us to go camping.
Really?
Yeah, we were looking. We were
That's cool.
prepared to spend over $100.
No, you just get a tent for you two, you weird fuck.
Well, if you are gonna bring your lady friend, then yeah, that definitely makes more sense. You know.
Even if I don't want to be in the same tent with y'all.
Well, we're not all gonna like start fucking or anything. And plus, like I told her,
Well,
if we did go
you're
camping, it'd
outside
probably
of
be
it.
for like a night, maybe 2 max. You know. So like it wouldn't be that bad. Plus, like, you know, if we decide to do it soon, it's gonna be cold, so we're gonna wish we did share tents.
Well, I get to be in between you and Cheyenne.
Fuck no, son. I'm in between. I want all y'all all over me.
No. I called dibs.
No, sir. I'm buying the tent. I'm buying the tent.
I'm Middle East. Damn it.
Cheyenne like finds a way to like surround herself in the campfire.
Yeah, right? Just like
This
a
is
fire on all sides, but she's like laying down in the middle of like rock
yup.
all around with a fire just like encircling her. Yeah,
That's
she's
basically
like,
how she
I'm
sleeps
good.
now, just with blankets.
Yeah, right. No, I've already got a tent though. So you wouldn't really have to look that far as like.
Well, Jerry, if you wanted,
You know,
you could invite your lady friend, and we just make it a fun night for everyone.
yeah, that's certainly something I'll have to think about because I've been wanting to take her up to Nashville here lately.
And we could just camp.
Show the site.
Instead of fucking doing shit, we could just camp. Like, instead of you getting like
Yeah.
a hotel, you can show her around and shit, and then we'll camp.
Huh. Well, I'd almost leave it to you to look into campsites.
Yeah, I get it.
but
I wouldn't blame you. I'm the one living up here in Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah, it would only be fair.
Represent
Hopefully a
Tennessee
plane-
podcast.
Hopefully a plane doesn't come crashing down on us while we're going over our because we'll be doing a special show then, right?
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting like my laptop supercharged and like doing things to get batteries for it and like just having like just enough to get at least an hour worth of recording out. Probably more. I'm hoping more until the battery just fucking dies.
Yeah, that's fair. If anything, man, I've been thinking about investing. You can get battery packs of like their solar panels, and they just charge. You leave them out in the sun, they charge, and it's just like a battery pack that you plug into a wall, and you can carry it around with you, charge your phone off of it, right? But
Okay.
it works off the sun, and it's only like $70 to $100. If you catch it on sale, it might be cheaper. Yeah. So,
That's not bad.
you know, yeah, you just plug your laptop into that, and there you go, bam. You got at least a full charge.
Dude, me and Cheyenne were at Academy of Sports, and that's where we were looking at the tents. And I was just like, we need this, and we need this. And this is for packing fake ducks in case we want to go hunting.
Yeah. We need some deer piss too.
Yeah, there we go. And watch that be like the night we get visited by Bigfoot.
Toss piss at them. Take this.
I like the way you think. We'll send giant bucks after him.
Or we bring a certain friend of ours, Bidoof Hero, and we get him drunk enough to think that he's drinking something when it's actually it's deer piss.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Bidoof Hero would be the wild card of the podcast for sure. I honestly almost wouldn't even trust it.
Not? You don't even know if you can trust it?
Yeah.
Hey man, it's just us four wheels, and we need a spare. We need a fifth wheel to balance things out, just in case.
Nah, dude, that's gonna be the night he kills us all. Why are you laughing? I'm sorry.
It's only funny because you make a good point.
You make a good point. We wake up to the tent's on fire, we run out, we get hit with a log or a knife.
No, an axe, man. He just brings down an axe.
God damn. We're actually gonna bring an axe this time?
Yeah, yes we are. I mean, have you not learned?
I just wasn't sure.
Dude, no, breaking, I don't know, listeners, if you haven't tried it yet, but breaking a log upon a tree is not the way to get firewood.
Yeah, we learned the hard way. They don't break too easily. Oh, dude, my ribs hurt for like a week.
Well, I don't even know why my mom, this is, of course, talked about, I think, on the podcast, but if not, you know, you and I were camping along with my family, and they left. My family just left to go do something. I don't even know what.
We were minors.
And, we were minors, but they left us with a child. My
Two children.
He couldn't have been, but what, 3 or 4?
I think
Maybe
he was
2.
4. He was just the age enough to be funny.
Yeah, Jacob's always been funny. But they took Austin. Like, apparently
did
one
they?
child was enough. I think so, man. Like,
I could have
Austin
sworn at
wasn't
the time
there.
Austin was off doing his own thing.
Where? As a child? He was
We
still
didn't give
barely,
a fuck. We were doing our own thing. We thought he was still. I could have sworn he was fishing or looking for wood.
Maybe. I don't remember. That shows how much of a good brother I am. I don't even remember that dude being around.
Maybe you're
I
right.
barely remember
Maybe he
Jacob.
did go with him. I thought he went off looking for wood.
I don't know. Like, I could have sworn he went with them.
You're probably right. You would probably remember better than me.
All I remember is Jacob there getting hit in the nuts by a wood chip. That's it.
Dude,
He was just standing around watching us.
that's like burnt into my mind. It is the funniest
Yeah.
thing. So for those who's listening, since we're on the topic and we strayed so far, I'll give you the full picture. So we didn't have an axe. So we are literally taking a log and trying to break it against a tree. Well, I had enough, so it was Jerry's turn to try. And as he was doing it, a wood chip flung off, and it was just in the right direction to hit his 4-year-old brother right in the nuts. But his reaction to being hit in the nuts was identical to that of a cartoon character.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was the perfect reaction. A reaction that
Yes.
you would expect.
Yes.
He just, oh, little boy just getting hit right
Ooh.
in the nads. He's okay to this day, folks. We try not to laugh at other people's
Right.
misfortune and
And at the
miscover, but at
time,
the
we
same
felt
time,
so bad for him. But it was so
yeah,
funny at the same time.
it was so cute. Kids do just the darndest
It
thing.
was, for a child being hit in the nuts, it was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. It was.
But okay, hold on. Let's regroup. Um, we'll probably
Conspiracy
the
theories,
perfect.
jet
Yeah,
fuel.
we're the perfect podcast for people to just fall asleep to, I'm sure. But
Yeah,
hey,
you know, if you're asleep at this point,
here
thanks.
for you.
Glad you listened. I'm glad we're comfort.
Yeah, we're just here to come. We're just here to ramble, comfort you, and take a little something out of your day to day.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good way to sum it all up.
Yeah. As far as conspiracies, you shouldn't believe everything the news says. 9/11 definitely deserves some further looking into. It was a disaster. Think of the people more so than the events surrounding it. That's one thing that I think is very important. That you really, think of those people that did the small folk, as it were. The people that did give their lives, the people that were risking their lives, the people that lost their fucking lives jumping out of that bitch, right? Like, a
Yeah.
lot of terrible shit was going on there. But at the same time,
Yep.
you shouldn't let that fuel some sort of American, United States boiling rage against a certain ethnic group or a certain religious group. You
Oh
should
yeah. It definitely brought on a whole new culture shock, as I'm just gonna call it for now, for people, which is really just unfair.
Yeah,
Because Jerry, we actually have friends that are Muslim, and it wasn't too fun for them when this happened.
oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard many a thing. Hey, man, I mean,
I mean,
they
I
still have to get in
like
line with,
to name drop Ali real quick. I wasn't friends with him around 2001, but like he told me some stories. Like it wasn't pleasant for him when like this all happened because there was a huge prejudice against Muslims in general.
oh, I could imagine, dude. I bet. And somehow or another, it's certainly a blanket blame, right? Like anyone, it's us versus them. It suddenly becomes one on one, final destination, no items, right? Like
Right.
all
Re-
gloves off.
What it
like,
comes
us
down to though is just
versus
basic
the people.
tribalism. People felt like that
Yeah.
that group was the enemy, so if we take care of that group, we take care of our problems, and that's like just
Right.
poor judgment. It's literally tribalism, and people get the same way towards police, like because they're a group of people, we'd say fuck all of them, but they're not all bad people. So like when you got that mentality,
Right.
you're working off tribalism.
Yeah, it's easily to come up with a general, stereotype, right? And just, I hate to use it, but there was something about the Dalai Lama. He said something along the lines of like, whenever people meet, the first thing is they recognize their differences, but that shouldn't be the case. People should instead look at the shared traits, right? Like look at common interests. When you first meet someone, unfortunately it's ingrained in us usually. Like you notice, oh, they have green eyes instead of my blue, or something simple like that. That's but we all breathe. We all have skin color. You know, it's a lot of hate in this world. I think we're technologically advanced. I feel like we could certainly lessen a lot of pain in this world if we weren't so damn self-involved.
Oh, I absolutely agree.
You know,
Like,
yeah.
when I do meet
Uh,
people that are completely different than me, I do wonder, how do they live their lives? You know, they're from a different background, so what's so different in their day to day that's different than mine? And I've had plenty of great talks with people where we just connect, and realistically, there's not much of a difference.
yeah, man. Um, Oddly enough, this is probably gonna rage someone somewhere if they listen to it, which I doubt they would.
Right.
But well, just the type of person that I'm, of course, generalizing in my own head, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I worked in security. I worked with plenty of like Arabs and Muslims, and honestly, one of them gave me $20 fucking. I barely knew this guy. He gave me $20 just to have gas money to get home, to and fro,
Damn.
because I got fucked over at one of my other posts. It's a long story but like, I ran into a lot, and that is the weird thing. Like a handful, like more so than you would think, is working security, but like they were all really nice people. You know, like they would help me check out my car if it had trouble. They would talk to Jerry. The thing you must do, my friend. You really need to get back to school. You really do. You really do. You're too smart for this field. You're too smart. What do you want to be? Do you want to be a security guard all your life? What are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? You know, they're just like fucking. They were excited, you know, and the interact. I'm not trying to make this into like a Muslim love fest or whatever, or an Arabic, Middle Eastern ethnicity love fest. But yeah, you can't look at the broaden race or religion or term, because Christians, of course, have their bad. Everyone has their bad eggs. It's
Yeah,
only
imagine if everyone
500
still
eggs.
viewed Christians as crusaders. People are going to come to your neighborhood and just kill everyone that didn't believe.
Yeah, and
Like, that wouldn't be good.
I
People wouldn't like that.
I heard it was misinterpreted, but in one of the crusades, someone went along the lines of like, you know, go ahead and send out the crusade, kill everybody, demolish them, right? Send the heathens to hell. And someone said, but Pope, or but so and so, like some of our own, some Christians live there. What do we do then? And the dude says, like, kill them all. Let God sort them out. Fucking kill them all.
Wow.
That's the blanket. Yeah, that's
Is
the
that
blanket
really...
term,
Would you
man.
say that's where the term "let God sort them out" comes from?
Yeah, it was back in the day, dude. Like 1400s or so. Somewhere around there.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow,
somewhere,
that
like, in
is
between.
fucked up.
Yeah, it is. Someone of a... Now, it's often said a pope said that, but on further research, there's some discrepancies. Some people agree that it wasn't actually a pope.
Okay.
And so wherever the term came from, someone said something like it. That's all I got. I'm just
That's
everything
good
I
fucking
say
research.
is Googled. Yeah, everybody should do their fucking research. Alright? Like, I'm not trying to steer people wrong, but, you know, I'm only human.
But no, that's crazy. Like, wow. Definitely, like, obviously, you can't generalize people. It's just not okay. Like, I actually work with a guy. I'm not gonna drop his name because he probably won't appreciate it. But he served in the Marines, and he is Muslim, and he does speak Arabic, and he had to go shoot people.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
he served our country. A legit Muslim man defended our country. So, you know, like, that in itself says you can't generalize all of them to be terrorists. That's literally the most racist way to look at that ethnicness. Sorry, I'm a little tipsy right now. I can't even talk right. I'm just getting to a ramble.
Me too, man. Me too. Talking about conspiracies, 9/11, and all this,
Yeah.
it just
And like
it worked.
I had a good talk with this guy, man. He was a legit human being that just loved his family and hated security work for what it was.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean, security, it's an easy gig, but it's
yeah,
certainly not something
me and
you
Jerry
wanna-
got experience in it.
Yeah, we do.
Mhm. But yeah, like I hate when people do generalize, cuz you're at that point you're attacking an innocent person. And that makes you the bad guy. Sorry, Jerry. You got me a little riled up.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. It's I don't know. Why can't we all just get along?
I do wonder. I do wonder. And I think it's because a lot of people carry that tribalism mentality. They think, oh, you did this, you're different, so you're all like that, and now I'm just not going to like you for it. You know? Maybe it worked in the days of evolution, but it's 2019.
Yeah. Somehow you can't help but feel like there's more divisions now than ever. It just, I don't know.
And I get that people don't like things that are different, but there's a lot to learn from other cultures. There really is. So, like, and America was founded on all different people coming here. So, when racism is a thing in America, I literally get baffled, Jerry. I just don't get it. Like, I thought America was kind of built on the idea of everyone being here to be free.
Yeah.
Sorry, right now there's
supposed to
a
be the
car
melting
alarm
pot.
going off in my area. There we go. It just stopped.
Yeah, we're supposed to be melting pot, right?
Yeah.
And of course, you had some certain sheltered, maybe even white people, that they don't even they can't even comprehend the idea that we pretty much took this land, quite savagely at that, from its own native people, right? Like,
Yes.
if they can't wrap their head around that, then what?
We know who the
Yeah,
real Americans are.
Well, yeah, exactly, and like, that's a whole nother thing to get into.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but
That's something we would have to get a professional on for.
oh, like Dakota.
Oh my god, dude. Honestly,
Do you see it?
he's so Americanized. I don't know if he would know too much.
No, you need to follow him on Facebook, dude. He's
Oh
all
yeah?
about, like,
I don't do social media,
Yeah.
so like, okay, maybe maybe he's led a different life than I truly believed. So it would be a new experience to talk to him about that.
well, it's just the things that he shares on Facebook. It's certainly like, just shedding light onto Native Americans versus,
Yeah.
Caucasians, and always putting us in a bad light, this and that. It's yeah, it's almost obnoxious, really. I'm like, dude, I get it. I know that white people are capable of doing some shitty things, but at the same time, every people are capable of doing shitty things.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like at this point it's just that white people did it first, so that's why they get the blame.
white people did it first, and they did it better than
Doesn't
most
mean it was
people,
okay.
right? Like, it doesn't mean it was okay. I mean, let's all agree that Native Americans, of course, were nomadic people, and usually they had their run-ins with other tribes where it was just a slaughter fest, right? Like, that was it. That was the how clans worked. You know, you
It
wanted
was
to
almost
buffalo
sports. Jerry, no joke, they would do like ritual battles. Yeah. So every like so and so time they would get together and literally fight a certain clan because it was this time of whatever.
Well, hey, and that was a part of their culture,
Mm-hmm.
right? Just as knights lining up on a battlefield and fighting some poor cocksuckers, you know, over some land.
Well, real quick, this was a little different because like for them, it would almost be like football but to the death with actual weapons. You know, like.
Yeah, I get that. Yes, you're talking about you know, like you said, a ritual. Like there wasn't really.
This is just some of them, not always. Some of it was actual warfare, but some of it was ceremonial. Exactly.
Well, that's what I'm in a way, in a certain light. That's exactly what Europeans did back in the day. That, you know, it was just killing peasants against each other, and then whoever won, it was football. Whoever won got land. You know, you just instead of kicking a ball around, you took that land from someone and you said, "This is mine now. I won it."
Manifest destiny.
Yeah. I'll make a new ring for it, don't you worry. This is certainly a Super Bowl worth it. I don't know why they have southern accents. Certainly
because they're white folk that are ignorant.
This channel is devolved.
Oh, how the never mighty have fallen lower.
Oh my God! What's the time, man? What are we doing?
I know.
Oh shit! That's funny.
You about ready to wrap this up?
I think so.
All right. Well, I think a good way to end this is stop the hate. All right. Tribalism / racism is bad, and to associate Muslims, all of them, with 9/11 is awful, and you're a horrible person for doing it. That's how I'm going to end this. Yeah, by bringing you down and make you feel worse. If you even listen this far.
Well, my final thoughts will be, well, just fucking look into 9/11. Soak up as much information as you can.
You know, real quick, while we're on the topic, Jerry, I want to talk about 9/11. I feel like was the last time America was like truly patriotic, and that's really sad. Because I love America, I really do, and I'd love to see much more for it. And I think with patriotism and all of us coming together, we really could. But like, when was the last time everyone just wore the American flag? Like, I don't even think people even try these days on the 4th of July.
That's a good point. That's a good point there, Ethan. I think 9/11 certainly brought a lot of people together.
Jerry, I literally heard that the streets of Manhattan are more hospital now because of 9/11. And it does show that tragedies bring people together, but like, are we all just waiting for another big catastrophe for us all to come together and be like, oh, we love each other like brothers and sisters? Because we should be doing that already. We'd be in a much better spot if we did.
And mind you, it's not a natural disaster that does it, but it's an act from people.
Yeah, people. You know, like, is it going to take Yellowstone to blow for all of us to be like, oh, let's get this together? Which I wanted to bring that up
No.
earlier, by the way. That's like the biggest natural disaster I can think of that I'm terrified of. Yellowstone, the volcano truly erupting.
Yeah, that is certainly it's kept me up a couple of nights when I dug into, when you stay up late and you do some conspiracy looking. That one did pop up, and it certainly fuels some late night, like, when shit hits the fan, where do I go? What's
Yeah,
plan A?
right.
What's plan B? You know? Just in the case of, I'm not preparing for it. I
Look,
just like
Jerry,
to
I'll tell
kinda
you
have a
this.
good
We
guideline.
live in the southern east, and simply because of that, we are a little better off for Yellowstone. Like, we definitely would be better if we all moved to Florida, but so might everyone else.
Yeah, but then there's, I can't remember what, there was some other disaster that if it hit, I think we would be in some sort of like bad spot.
Really?
That we need to get to the mountains. Yeah, we need to get to the mountains. I can't remember which one though.
Are you talking about like flooding and like Tornado Valley moving this way?
Something about flooding and like earthquakes or something bad. Something just bad. Like certain local rivers swelling
Jerry,
up
there's
to,
not
like,
been an earthquake since 2004. I'm playing. I'm sure there's been plenty all over Tennessee.
you never know. I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. But yeah. Oh man, I drank way too much shine.
I'm not even on the shine level. I just got good old Cobra. One day to be sponsored. I swear to you, Jerry, one day Cobra's going to sponsor this channel. And we're going to be on camera. We're both going to have a bottle. And times are going to be good.
Yeah, and that's gonna be who can drink the most Cobra in one sitting. Like,
Oh my
before
god.
the cameras turn off, we're just gonna chug.
That's not even funny.
It's not drunk history. It's drunk.
Drunk podcasting.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what the fuck we'll talk about at that point.
Oh, all will be lost.
Yep. Well, I'll literally label that one the rabbit hole. But, Jerry,
Well, until then.
I think we got a lot said. I think we understand that there's some conspiracy theories to definitely look into by 9/11, and at the same time that we need to learn to be more patriotic. We need to learn to come together and support each other, especially in today's times where racism seems like it's bigger than it was during 9/11.
Yeah, less division, more unity.
Absolutely,
For sure.
cause
Sure.
it's just ridiculous, you know. I don't care if you're left. I don't care if you're up or down or right. We're all in this together.
Yeah, I feel that.
All right, Jerry. This is the end. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes.
If you want more Bernie fucking useless podcast.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you doing with your time? You're probably working anyways. You're probably looking for something to listen to, you know?
Yeah, and we're here for you.
Yeah, we just gave you a little bit of an hour of entertainment on patriotism and conspiracy theories around anti-patriotism.
Just little nuggets.
Yeah,
Something
yeah.
to think about. Let it marinate.
Ooh, and you know what we're going to talk about next time, Jerry?
What are we talking about next time?
Probably going to be Area 51, because it's supposed to be invaded soon.
Yeah, it is.
So we're
I
going
wish I could go, but I'm going to see a concert that day.
Are you really?
Yeah.
By the way, Jerry, I want to bring this to your attention. I'm still recording, so I don't care. Tri-Siberian Orchestra is having a concert on December 4th.
Who?
Tri-Siberian Orchestra. the big band that makes crazy
heard-
Christmas music.
Crazy what?
Christmas music.
Christmas music. Yeah. Okay, I've heard of them.
Yeah.
That's probably kind of
Yeah.
familiar.
Well,
Okay.
they're gonna be here December 4th, and their tickets go on sale Friday. So if you and your girl were interested, if you're in town around the same time for Chet's wedding,
Oh.
yeah.
Well.
I'm not gonna lie, they're expensive. They're expensive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think no joke. Me and Cheyenne are looking at about $100 a ticket.
Oh.
Yeah.
My God.
Right? I'm all like, stick on your credit card. I will pay you back. I want us to do this. Because she's a big fan already.
Yeah, that's, I'll have to look into it.
You know?
But that
It's
sounds
a,
awesome.
yes. Dude, I mean, if you could go, that would be exciting. You and your lady friend, me and Cheyenne, we all go, we watch it, have a great time. Drop acid. I'm playing.
You never know. Where the night could take us. Yeah, I'll have to remember that.
Yeah, cool
I
shit.
know, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, since we're just talking shit right now, we're about to end the podcast, I thought I'd bring that up.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, once again, everyone, patriotism. That's where it's at. Your neighbor
Yeah.
is your brother and is your sister. And keep that in mind.
Yeah, so no fucking around when the brother isn't home. You don't want any more of those weird videos out.
Right? We don't need that. That's what's... I bet that's what's brought us here in the first place. Alright, everyone. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.